decades of history and thousands of options to choose from, the PC has every type of game you could ever want. Whether that's a sprawling fantasy adventure, a strategy-minded MOBA, or even a one-bit murder mystery. So, with that in mind, we've limited our list of the best PC games to play right now to ones released in the past 10 years. Because how do you compare things like Assassin's Creed Odyssey with something like Wing Commander? With that in mind, here are our picks for the top 25 modern PC games. Counter-Strike Global Offensive is still one of the most focused and technical first-person shooters out there. And hey, now it's totally free, so you have no excuse not to try it. Roguelikes come in many shapes and sizes, but Slay the Spire's deck-building twist on the formula is absolutely addictive. Honestly, with this one, just be sure you go to bed before the sun comes up. Return of the Obra Dinn may look like it was made in the 80s, but it's one of the best modern detective games there is. Seriously, the less you know about this one, the better. It's just fantastic. Undertale is an involving and emotionally charged RPG where you choose between murder and mercy, and every choice you make matters. Just remember, be good, alright? When you play FTL Faster Than Light, you shouldn't expect to survive, but you should expect great, memorable stories. It lets you channel your inner Picard commanding the Enterprise, quite literally with the right mods, but if the Enterprise blew up, like, a lot. I don't know how else to put this, don't sleep on Hollow Knight. It's one of the best modern Metroidvanias around, and there's enough to find in its deceptively deep caves to keep you playing for dozens of hours. Stardew Valley marvelously distills the best essence of Harvest Moon's long genealogy into a simple, accessible, and incomparably addictive game. It also lets you fight monsters and become a wine baron if you so choose. Farm life is complicated. Odyssey finishes Assassin's Creed's evolution from stealth sandbox to full-on action RPG. It's as gorgeous as games have ever been and stands out as a must-play title of the current generation.
For Sparta!
Everyone knows Civ games don't really hit their stride until the second expansion, and Gathering Storm has undoubtedly given Civ 6 the boost it needed. You can't really go wrong with any Civ, except Beyond Earth maybe, but 6 has finally become our go-to. Overwatch is everywhere at this point, but not without reason. It's an FPS that perfectly walks the line between casual relaxation, tense competition, and just plain goofing off with friends. XCOM 2 builds on the brilliant high-stakes tactical combat of XCOM Enemy Unknown. It's also the ultimate alien resistance simulator, moddable to the ends of the earth, so you can recreate any sci-fi fantasy you want. Resident Evil 2 has set the bar impossibly high, not only for remakes and remasters, but also survival horror as a whole. Even one little zombie can be a hurdle to clear, blurring tension and action beautifully. Plus, you can literally play as Tofu. Celeste's 2D platforming levels are as challenging to figure out as they are satisfying to complete. This game is far more than the sum of its parts, telling a touching story that's as good as the climb itself. Fortnite is like oxygen at this point. No matter what you think about it, it's everywhere. But that doesn't mean it's not still a great game. We pretty much have League of Legends to thank for the massive world that is esports in 2019. MOBAs will forever be a distinctly PC experience, and they're worth trying even if you think you're not interested. Sorry League fans, but Dota 2 squeaks in just ahead. While they're both great games, Dota ratchets up the complexity while making every character totally free. That's a hard combo to beat. Warframe launched in 2013, but it just keeps getting better and better. Being a space ninja flying through the air with a massive variety of weapons is fun as heck, and developer Digital Extremes has seriously set the bar for updating and supporting a game. Come on, it's free. Play it. Dead Cells offers flexibility in a way few games do. Its shifting levels push you to the limits of your ability, but they'll also casually crush you if you get too comfortable. It's a gorgeous experience that's worth playing again and again. Monster Hunter World didn't have the smoothest PC launch, but constant updates, quality of life fixes, and even a super HD texture pack have potentially made it the best place to play now. World is significantly more approachable than past games too, so don't get intimidated. Except by the monsters. They are extremely intimidating. Apex Legends is debuting high on this list, but it's just so much flippin' fun. Its guns feel great, its characters are charming and unique, and let's be real, its ping system is downright revolutionary for online team play. We'll see where it is in 6 months, but right now, you should be playing Apex. Don't be put off by the top-down perspective. Divinity Original Sin 2 is one of the greatest RPGs of all time. It masterfully mixes the feel of old-school CRPGs with more modern mechanics, and has an expansive story that stands with the best of both eras. No PC player should miss this one. Minecraft has blossomed far beyond its roots into classrooms and onto basically every device possible. But even though it's grown drastically in scope and direction, it's still a fantastic survival crafting game. Hopping into its blocky world and building ones of your own is still fun years later. GTA 5 is legendary, and despite its age, it's still the high bar to which all other open world games aspire. Add a constantly updated online mode and PC mods galore, and GTA 5 still stands as a game you need to be playing in 2019. The Witcher 3 has everything. Massive RPG sandboxes generously dotted with monsters to slay and mysteries to solve, nuanced layered characters that are excellently written, impossibly high quality art, and even expansions bigger than some full games. Frankly, it's just incredible. Here it is, plain and simple. If you haven't played Portal 2 before, your top priority at this very moment should be playing this game. It still holds the top spot on this list because in the past decade, no other game has struck so many chords so perfectly. It's challenging, funny, clever, and an absolute masterpiece.
Oh no, 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 no!
Those are our picks. 25 indisputably fantastic PC games to play in 2019. Your list may look a little different, so tell us your favorites from the last decade in the comments, and we'll be back with an update of our own in October. And for all things PC gaming, keep it right here on IGN.
Introducing the all-new Up-It News!
Don't touch it. What's wrong with you? Get corn snack. Game sucks. Bring it back.
Up-It News returns to IGN.com and YouTube this April.